Okay, I thought it'd be fun to take one of the repro smoking robot men, like the ones that were made by Tin Tom Toys originally and then made by Haha later, and turn it into a toe heel walker. In case you don't know the difference, these are shuffle walking robots, and if the feet shuffle back and forth, and the only reason they move forward is because they have ratchet wheels on the bottom that allow when the feet move forward to catch, and then they lock on the way back. So the walking action looks like this. Feet are shuffling, little ratchet wheels sort of kind of grab, and the robot walks. And that's your standard shuffle walking robot. I wanted to take that and turn it into the heel toe type walking robot, which means there are no ratchets, just large rollers in the back for stability. Then up in the front there are rubber grippers on the toes, and when the robot takes a step forward, it actually lifts one foot up in the air, rolls on the roller in the back, then plants the toe down for traction. And I'll turn it so maybe the camera can catch some of that. So you see this toe is lifted up, then it comes down, then that toe lifts up, then it comes down. It's actually a much better walker. I don't want it falling off the counter here. Get it back here where I don't have to hold on to it and worry about it. More animated looking, that's for sure. One problem that I encountered in doing that is the direction that the crank turns on a regular shuffle walker doesn't make any difference. It's going to walk forward based on the ratchet wheels in the feet. But when you have something that's actually lifting its foot and planting its toe, the direction that the motor crank is turning does matter. And in the direction that the motors are designed to work the smoker bellows mechanism and the sequencer, I had to run the motor in the opposite direction in this, is what I'm trying to get at. So I had to defeat the sequencer and remove the smoker in this one in order to get the feet to be walking in the forward direction. Maybe it would show up better if I just held it so the camera could see it, how they lift up and then they come down. But I could keep all the other functions of the robot, the walking, the swinging arms, all of that good stuff. Maybe coming straight at the camera. I'm not quite sure what's going to show up best on the camera. Of course, walking on glass is always hard for any of these toys, but that's where I'm at. Okay, you stable there? Looks like he's stable there. So there you have it. It was just an experiment to see if a person could change a normal shuffle walker into a heel-toe walker, and what that animation would look like if you could do it. And it looks pretty cool. It looks it looks more like the box artwork where they show the robot taking a big step, because now you can actually have that foot tipped up in the air. Things not working in its favor, of course, is that these smoking robots have the big D-cell batteries in the legs, which means all the weight and mass of that battery is moving forward with the foot that's supposed to be up in the air, and that kind of throws everything off balance. You'll notice all the other heel-toe walking robots, we had most of them anyway, would have the battery on the back, and that would move the weight to the rear roller wheels so that the toe lifting up and coming down wasn't having to offset all that weight moving forward, so the robot would stay more stable. I actually had to end up adding some fishing weights in this backpack on his robot's back to get more of the weight over the roller wheels in the rear than on the toes to keep it stable. Any weight that's in the body is good because that stays centered, but when you have the battery in the leg, that actually moves forward front of center, and that's going to tend to lift the robot off the rear wheel, and you always want to keep a heel-toe walking robot on the rear wheel. That's the point. So there you have it. Just an experiment for the fun of it. Hope you enjoyed.